Okay, so if I check the account settings, I have only used 2 fast queries for last project, so I have like 152 fast queries used so far. Now moving on to, let me open cursor. Right, once cursor is open, I can show you this particular folder. Now let me create a new one. Let's name this donation tracker. Assume you are working for something like, say, non-profit. You can make use of this particular project in cursor. So we will be using let's say Django, then Bootstrap CSS and SQLite. So if I open cursor, if I go to open folder, then we move to cursor, donation tracker, right? So here let me start by cursor rules, and next thing would be giving it some of the rules and stack information. So use the below stack, right? So I'll be using Python, Django, then next would be SQLite, database, third would be Bootstrap CSS, right? In rules I can say do not delete the functional code file and new features. The second would be do not use depreciated libraries and code. 3, always start from any page in index HTML or project, right? Once everything is added and saved, next you can do is go to your agent mode within cursor and then paste your prompt, right? So you are creating a donation tracker where you can log the donations, track total, view the donor details, right, and ability to export the data, right? I will just start the project. Let's see where it goes. Notice it is starting with Django creating its own requirements txt, and then it will start with command of creating one after another with running these packages. Finally it will move to Django for adding your backend as well. So run the command. Okay, notice that it is now adding the models. Now the thing is, I'm making use of Django framework. However, if you want, you can make use of Laravel or any JavaScript framework. But do note that a lot of JavaScript frameworks have plenty of code to debug, lot of errors to resolve. So in such case, what you can do is better go with the simple like Django, right? So it will keep on adding its respective pages, and at the tab here at the top you can find them. Okay, you can also get few errors at the time of logging in, etc., because all the views needs to be added and rechecked, but there is some level of troubleshooting. However, compared to React and other heavy frameworks, you will find Python Django to be easy to troubleshoot. One more thing, you will get notification like this in the bottom, so wait for those. Okay, at the end also make sure to tap this button in the bottom saying accept all once all the notification and readme is created. Okay, now the migration will start. Next would be the step for adding super user. So as you can see, this is the super user. I'll be adding my details. Now this super user is created. Next would be adding your folders like static file and so on. With that being said, we are ready to run the server. It will also show you running server. I have to also accept all changes so that files will be saved. Now what I can do is I can copy this URL, Control C. Now go to your browser, paste this, and there you go. This is your donation tracker. Notice your total is tracked, donors tracked, and your new donation, new donor, right? So here you will find both. You can add the donor first. Let's name it right. I can save the donor, and here we have. Now I will add the donation. So donor, then amount. Let's see this. The payment method is cash. Purpose is right. Finally you can add notes, then receipt number you can add. Let's see this, and then if we check the main site, you will find such info getting populated, which is good. You will notice your donations being tracked, donor being tracked, purpose, amount, payment method, everything they thought from their own side and added the feature. We only gave it one prompt, and within one prompt they are doing everything, right? You can also click view all. Here you will notice that it is allowing you to export certain data. So if you do the filters, you can apply the filters, right? Currently it is not adding up, but let's say up to today, and then we have donor cash, and if we apply, and this is what we get, right? And also sort through this particular check, debit, credit card, bank transfer. So certain payment methods are listed here, right? And you can then export to Excel. You can even check whether this feature is working or not. So it is working. Notice that in Excel your entry is already there. So the exports are also working. If you want, let's say if the data is larger, then you can export in other formats as well, but you have to manually mention about it and also point out the file format. So let's say if I am trying to do this with Excel, can use CSV file or even PDF. So in case of PDF, you can give it a particular table and it can generate 10 entries per page sort of output. In this way you will have much better view of things, right? Okay, also one more thing, this whole system didn't ask me for any user data, right? I was given direct access. So if you want to keep all of this under admin interface, you can keep only certain fields like recent donations, and let's say a few fields here, and quick actions, and these top menu options you can hide behind your admin interface or dashboard. This way you can prevent from garbage data being added, right? So considering we have added the minimal set of features, we have managed to get this with literally one query of your cursor. So if you wish to continue to add more features, you can do so as well.